Tell me more about 1893.
1893 was the year of the World's Parliament of Religions in Chicago as part of a big World's Fair, just a small part. But it lasted a couple of weeks, and it was mostly Christians of different denominations, but a few emissaries from Asia came, and one of them was Swami Vivekananda, who had been a disciple of Sri Ramakrishna, the great saint of Bengal. And so when Vivekananda appeared, he was the superstar of the conference because he was this great erudite, wise person who just was captivating. And
he was in his early 20s.
He was very young, that's
Very
right.
young.
And but he was captivating. And so we remember the World's Parliament of Religions now largely because of Vivekananda. And it was America's first exposure to a genuine Indian holy man, a Swami, a monk. And his command of English, his knowledge of Western culture, because he was educated in British schools in India, gave him a gift of communicating to Americans the essence of the Vedantic philosophy, the Vedantic teachings. And he was able to present it in a way that was tremendously appealing. And of course, he stayed for a few years and established the Vedanta Society, which now has branches all over the country and still exists, and was a source of dissemination, the major source of dissemination of Hindu teachings for the first part of the 20th century. And you could see what I mentioned earlier, the lines of succession, the transmission in the many prominent American thinkers who were hugely influential, who were mentored by swamis from the Vedanta Society. So Houston Smith, the great religious scholar who wrote the foreword to my book,
yes,
and no doubt the most influential religious scholar of the last 50 years, yes. Joseph Campbell, who's influenced millions and millions of people, Aldous Huxley, Christopher Isherwood, J.D. Salinger, the novelist, all these people as young men were schooled by the Vedanta Society swamis in the 1940s and 1950s, and it's incalculable how much, how many Americans were and Europeans were influenced by them because of the tremendous popularity of their writings and their speeches and so forth.